Morning, everybody. I know that it's a little late, but I was having trouble with Screencastify for a change. Okay, so this is your pre-opening comment for Friday the 15th, video number 2282. Asia slightly lower, Europe basically unchanged. We had retail sales, which came in a little bit better, up zero point 0.4, expectation was up 0.3, last month was up 0.4. X autos up only 0.1 versus up 0.5, down 0.5 expected. Import prices were higher. Export prices were higher. Empire State, they didn't give me a comparison, but it was a huge gain. 31.2% versus last month's negative number. Industrial production comes at 9:15, and business inventory comes at 10 o'clock. Also, capacity utilization comes with that industrial production. Chart on the screen, we're going to start here with the bonds, which I think are, pretty much in trouble here. A look on the shorter term shows that this would be pretty much a new low close since we made this high. The absolute low close in this area has been 116.02. But we have broken this low, which is 115.30. We broke it last week to 115.10. This week is a quiet inside week, but also still closing down. If you look at it on the daily, you can see we're getting awfully close to breaking to the downside. I'll give you a little bit bigger picture here. As you can see, we broke the trend of higher lows. We broke the trend line. Now we'll have to see whether we get follow through or not. Another great looking chart here. I think I was thinking that the metals bottomed yesterday after a sharp sell-off. If you recall last week's letter, I was talking about a move down to about 2,600, maybe as low as 2,550. This week's low was 2,541, and we are all the way back to 2,572. So we're right on this 20-week moving average. We did break the channel a bit, but we came right back down to this support, last important support before the last run from 2,500 to 2,800, over a 10 or 11% run. So that same situation in the silver. We got back down as low as, let's see, 29.75. I think I said 29.5 to 30. I was actually expecting 30.5, but said it could get down that low. It did. It too is trading exactly on the 20-week moving average. This chart is a little bit weaker from the standpoint of the 5 and 20 week, the 5-week turning over 3 weeks ago, but still right down to the support at $30. So we had the breakout here at 26. We had the pullback to 26. We had another breakout, another slightly higher low and test, another slightly higher low and test, and new recovery highs up here at 35. So 35 to 30, 13 or 14% move. The big kahuna in all of this, actually two of them, but let's go with Bitcoin. broke out of the downtrend, broke out of the flag, has been as high as 94,065, left a gap here over the weekend when it was rumored that we had a nation state buying on Sunday night. And so on Monday morning, we gapped up about 3,000. You know, not a big fan of the gaps. You don't see a lot of them in this chart. You certainly don't see a lot of them that are unfilled. But we did come out of this flag, and the measured move was about 87 to 90,000. And we've surpassed that, so I'm taking kind of a wait and see. I'm sure that this is a bit overbought, although the MACD is still just below the neutral line and, not as extended as it has been in the past when prices have topped out. The problem, child, in all of this is the US dollar. Right now, it's down about a nickel. But there's no disguising the fact that it is sharply higher this week. This would be the first moderate break of the lower highs, lower lows. This is a problem, I think. The highs here were 106.38. We surpassed that yesterday. We're actually trading at 106.54. We did get up to 106.99. The high close in here is 106.43, 106.38. Yep, 106.43. So we could actually have a new recovery closing high, and this would start to look like a base. The reason that I say that this is a problem is because when you have a deficit and you're paying interest only, and the debt continues to grow, the last thing you want is a strong dollar. You also don't want a strong dollar when you have a president and an administration that keep on talking about U.S. manufacturing. Our goods become more expensive to the rest of the world when the dollar is strong. So that's a bit of a problem. Yesterday we had the Disney with great numbers, got up to 114. Unfortunately, it closed around 108. It was still substantially higher. It is a little bit higher this morning. Before the numbers came out, the Dow was down 131. It got back down to minus about 170. The last on it right now, let's just take a quick look at the futures market. I'm not seeing it, but I'm sure it'll flash in a second. Let's see. Opening bell, 25 minutes. Come on, guys, just give me the numbers. Okay, while we're waiting for that, Applied Material beats by 13 cents, beats on revenue. The stock is 171 and change. It's down 7.7%. Domino's Pizza Berkshire takes a new position, 462, up 26 or 6.6%. Pool, Pool, 378.40, up 21 or 6%. Berkshire takes a new position. Palantir moving back to the NASDAQ from the New York, 60.63, up $1.45 or 2.5%. This one has really been a great runner. And Ulta, down 18 or 4.8%. Berkshire Hathaway decreases position. These guys are going to have an awful lot of cash, and who knows what they're going to do with it. Okay, so S&P was down 26, was down 33, is down 33. Dow was down 131, was down 170, is down 165. NASDAQ was down 158, down 190, is currently down 190. So everything pretty much in line after the numbers. If you missed it yesterday, the AAII numbers came out. Bulls 49.8, that was up 8.3. Bears 28.3, that's also up 7/10. And the clueless people 21.8, down 9.1. So, people have gone from being I'm not sure to being wildly bullish. 49.8 is an exceptionally high reading. I believe that the average, long-term average, is around 37. So this represents pretty much a half a year where we've been up at these levels. Caution is required. Anyway, there you go, folks. Have a good day and a good weekend.